Good afternoon, good evening, traders. This is SageFT. I am the live trading desk coach at marketflowtrader.com. First thing I want to talk about tonight on this review and rev up is, before we get into last week, before we get into next week, which is going to be an action-packed week, what I want to do is let's take a look at an app that I love to use. And I'm getting an hour a day out of this in the morning, and I'm telling you the results are amazing. I am not sponsored by these people. I am not an affiliate. I do have some sort of reference link that will be in the description down below. That is about it. Other than that, I use it. I paid for a year. There's a 3-day trial on this. What we want to do is we want to make sure that we're getting an hour every morning of our mantra. We want to talk about in our own mind, in our ears, who we are in the future. And the way that we do that is we go ahead and copy and paste in all the things that we want to hear positively about what's in the future in store for us, and how we want to view ourselves looking forward. With that being said, I'm going to put a link in the description below that will get you on my code. I don't think I get any money for it, but at least we know that we're all in the same thing here. Okay, moving on. The first thing that I want to talk about here is, let me make sure I've got my little list going on. First thing I want to talk about is we're going to get a little bit of an Easter egg here, okay? Those of you that are going to watch this video, you're going to get a free lesson. Okay, the lesson is the most important time that you can trade throughout the day, and I want you to test this over the week. I want you to only trade when it moves into position 1. What I mean by that is we want wholesale price increasing at an increasing rate below the average retail price increasing at an increasing rate, and we want that below the actual retail price increasing at an increasing rate. When we have this fan hierarchy, we're going to execute every single trade. Now, if you can flip this around and it would be a short, you have less strength every time it moves into that position. The strongest is when the average retail price crosses the wholesale price. It doesn't matter if it's long or short. It doesn't matter if it's long or short. Watch this. It doesn't matter if it's long or short. It doesn't matter if it's long or short. Okay, so that's the secret. Trying to get it down here, trying to get it over here, over here, over here, and all that kind of stuff. That's not the way that this is designed. All right, there's the little Easter egg for you. I hope you practiced that this week. Let's move on. Let's see. Tons of news. Oh my goodness, wait till you see this list. The roster is chocked. Now, they're going to give us a break on Monday where we're not really going to have anything too important besides some earnings. Now, on top of earnings this week, boom, 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 before the market, after the market, get ready. Buckle up, buttercup, be ready. We've got a ton of news. We've got K.I.S.S Schiller, Chicago PMI, and consumer confidence Tuesday. Okay, that's just the small boys. Okay, let's move on. ADP, okay, final manufacturing PMI, ISM manufacturing PMI. Okay, now, that yada. Yes, I get it. Hold on. Wednesday, 2 p.m., federal funds rate, FOMC statement, 2:30 is the press conference. That's when we get nasty. And then, but wait, there's more. 8:30 a.m. Friday morning, we got our non-farm payroll and the unemployment rate. So it's either going to be a hurry up and wait, or it's going to be a hurry up and make a big move and wait, or it's going to be just make a big move and let's get this over with. Now, what can we look at in terms of move? Well, let's start with the daily chart. This was not supposed to happen. All right. Now, the concern that I still have, though, is we are not in position 1 or the position of power, meaning we don't have everything lined up in the right direction. The stars aren't aligning. The wholesale price, the average retail price, and the retail price are not working in unison. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're very, very careful. We reserve the right to waffle as professional traders. And at any point in time over the next 5 days, this can do whatever it wants. Now, would I love to say that this is the bottom, and once we broke 5047 spot 25, that we are off and running, we get a back test of it and it confirms that everything is good. I would love to tell you that I was that good at trading. I would love to tell you that my crystal ball is very, very clear. But as you can see, the magic 8 ball has not given me any information. This guy right here, he has not said all signs point to yes. He has not said that. So we want to watch what happens if we get above 63, 64, whatever number you want to use. Can we break, or do we come near the downward sloping average price here? Okay, and then we have a high-to-high trend line that's above that if we get it. Okay, now on the downside, this low-to-low trend line that we're looking at here, and then the lows that we just experienced. Any one of these news events next week can trigger that action to happen. Do I think this is the end of the stock market? No, I think this is just one of the nicest, healthiest pullbacks we've ever had, which is absolutely needed. Now, could it pull back a little bit more and look something like this? Sure. And we'll be right there ready to rip it right when it's ready. We'll be ready to go, fired up. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Almost. I would love to say, ooh, there's the breakout. There's what we were looking for. Almost. What if that's Tesla. Well, anyway, let's look at Tesla. Same thing. Pop it back, pull back, and move. Or this is a complete failure right here. So I apologize. This is the Tesla chart. I bought at 144.76. I showed everyone I was purchasing in my IRA account right before this bar. Anyway, going back to the S&P 500, sorry about that. Okay, the 4 hour chart says we are either, right, and as we just said on the daily chart, either we are looking for something of this is a bear flag, or if we zoom out, this is the beginning of the bottom where we have a higher low. How do we know what it is? We don't. All we can do is wait and see if the 20 is going to go above the 200 and the 200 is going to turn back up, or it isn't. It's binary. We don't care which way it goes. Okay, looking at the 15-minute chart real quick here. We don't really need to get too deep into that. Stair stepper. Okay, does it continue to stair step? There's our lines that I pointed out on the daily chart. We're waiting to see if it breaks above this or breaks below that. Okay, with that being said, that's going to be the Sunday review and Rev-Up. Make sure you at least give that Speechify a 72-hour try. Please remember to cancel it before you get to the end of the 3 days. If you have an iPhone, just go into your subscriptions and turn it off before you get billed the $139. With that being said, everybody, if you're going to try an Apex challenge, feel free to use my link, which is linked below. And then if you have any questions about what I've talked about in this video, feel free to get a hold of me any way that you can using Market Chatter, private message, email. And if you have not yet tried hanging out with us, we've got a 7-day free trial for the live trading desk at marketflowtrader.com. Link is below, and we will see you next time. Peace.